Hey guys, welcome to another Operation Arsenal episode. Today we're kicking off the season in the Europa League. Yeah, it didn't really sound very exciting, that did it? It's not quite the Champions League, which we're so used to, but do you know what? Tonight, this video could be a lot different had we not played so much better in that second half, because I was already thinking about recording this video and thinking, oh my god, this is shocking. We were 1-0 down for so long, and we were playing like absolute crap, but we turned it around. We actually beat Cologne 3-1. And in the end, it's a pretty decent result. We played a lot of our second string players that aren't really near the first team. Some of them, you could say are on the brink maybe of the first team, but it's a chance to get some other players some minutes on the pitch, which was good to see. Jack Wilshere's back. He was playing in the second half. And we saw youngsters like Maitland-Niles. We saw Nielsen come on in the second half as well, which was great. So all in all, winning 3-1, whilst the first half was pretty poor, it's been a good result. It's been a good game for us, and it's a good way to start the Europa League this season. I cannot believe I'm saying the Europa League. I can't. Arsenal are not a Europa League team. It's just embarrassing and it's depressing, but it's where we are right now. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I'm probably going to get quite a lot of hate for this, but do you know what? I couldn't give two shits about the Europa League. I honestly couldn't. I really wouldn't care if we put out our reserve squad and got knocked out in the group stages. Anyone can laugh at us, fair enough, but all I want this season is to focus on the Premier League and get back into the top four. That's all I want. And we're going to be wasting time playing in the Europa League. We're not even going to win the Europa League. We probably could. We're probably one of the best teams in the competition, but we're not going to win it. It's just not going to happen. So why waste our time? I know it sounds really bad. It is bad. It's a really bad thought process to have. But as an Arsenal fan, for so long now, since I was 3 or 4 years old, I first got my Arsenal lunchbox. Arsenal have been in the Champions League. We've been, one of the top English clubs. We don't belong here, but whilst we are in here, and if we are actually going to be going for it in some way, then of course I'm going to support the team. But if I'm being honest, and that's what this series is all about, it's my opinions on the club and the results, but also being honest and just raw, I honestly don't care if we don't win it. It just doesn't bother me. Of course, it'd be great to win it. It's a European trophy, and a lot of great clubs have won the Europa League. But it's just not important. It just isn't. I'd rather be doing 100% focus on the Premier League, getting back into the top four, maybe even top three, and just get back into the Champions League. That's all I care about. So forgive me if you think that's just really not cool. I completely understand, but it's just my opinion. I just really, really wish that we were in the Champions League, because you know what? It is depressing and it is embarrassing that Arsenal are playing on Thursday nights. That's just the way I feel. So let's talk about today's game. First of all, I should say, FC Cologne, they're a decent team. They're holding their own. They did okay in this game tonight. The first half was definitely a decent performance by them. What a goal, by the way. Cordoba, however you say his name. What a goal that was. A little bit of luck in there. I think the clearance from Ospina, who looks like he'll be playing all of the Europa League games, it was poor. Very, very poor clearance. Should have done a lot better with that. But really, there's not much you can say other than, wow, what a fantastic goal. A bit fluky maybe, but he's gone for the shot. He scored it, and that is... I was clapping. I was sitting there thinking, you know what? There's nothing I could even say to that. That was a fantastic finish. And, when they scored, everything in my head was just negative. Instantly back to where we were after the Liverpool game. Lineup's wrong. Formation isn't working. Players aren't playing for the team. Players aren't wearing the shirt with pride. All of this crap, which a lot of Arsenal fans can relate to. I'm sure a lot of you are thinking the same. We're 1-0 down in the Europa League, and the team's all wrong. Wenger's an idiot. But when you look at the team lineup, it was wrong. It was absolutely shocking. Why is Iwobi playing in the middle of our midfield? I know it's not technically a defensive midfield position, but in that position, in a 3-4-3, the two centre mids are box to box. One of them sits back a bit more than the other, so they can be a bit more free. And for me, Iwobi, defensively, doesn't exist. This is why he doesn't play in any of those positions in any other games. Why tonight? Why is he playing at centre mid when we've got a perfectly capable youngster in Maitland-Niles that has played centre mid and right back and right wing back, right wing, right mid, all of these positions that he's played in his career so far, but you put Iwobi there who's basically played left wing, right wing for his whole career as well. It just didn't make sense to me. But do you know what? I saw flashes of a bit of genius there by Wenger. He does this. You know, in pre-season we had El Neni playing at centre-back. I would have been absolutely gobsmacked if this was happening, you know, in last season before a pre-season tournament or whatever, you know, where you're allowed to experiment. But it was actually quite good. El Neni was decent there because he's got great passing, whatever. But Iwobi had moments where I thought, do you know what? I can see why Wenger maybe tried it because he's athletic, he's quite physical, he's got a good pass on him. But in the end, it didn't work. So I wouldn't like to see Iwobi back in centre mid. But luckily we got away with it. Had we lost this game, I would be absolutely livid because I didn't agree with the lineup. Talking of Maitland-Niles, by the way, he looks like a very good player. You know, I know Arsene Wenger's been a fan of him for many years. He's been out on loan. He's here for the season. Is he going to get more games? Hopefully he will, because he does look like a good versatile player, can play in many positions. But the biggest change today, and again, I want to talk about this guy, Kolasinac. This guy is a Bosnian beast. I swear he could win World War III on his own. He's that much of a tank. He's unbelievably good. And as a free signing, I don't care how much we're paying him wages-wise. Some rumours are that he's like, you know, in the top 5 highest paid in our club, which, you know, puts him up there with Alexis, Mesut Ozil. I just don't care. If this guy continues to perform, the money that we're spending on his salary is much better placed there than it was spending 30, 40, maybe even 50 million of a player on a player of his quality. You don't just get a free signing as good as this. It just doesn't happen. So it's been an absolutely fantastic bit of business. And he comes on and he changes the game instantly. You can just see the difference. He absolutely changes this side. And in this 3-4-3 formation, which I'm still a little bit unsure about, he's perfect for it. At left wing back, left mid, whatever you want to call it, he's brilliant. He's so good going forward. He's brilliant at defending as well. Very good at defending, but more so going forward. Scored an absolute belter and changed the game completely. He really did. So once again, a big shout out to Kolasinac. He seems to be the real deal. I thought Alexis was good today. I think that you can see there was a few moments where he was a bit like, my God, I'm actually here playing on Thursday nights for Arsenal in the Europa League. But, you know, he had a good game. His goal was phenomenal. What a strike that was. And you know Alexis has that in his locker. And once he scored that, I knew the game was over. I knew that there was no way Cologne were getting back into that match because we were on fire at that point. Also, great to have Jack Wilshere back. It was great to see a number 10 for Arsenal. It's been a few seasons since we actually see that shirt on the pitch. You know, I'm still of the opinion that we should have given that shirt to Arsenal. Should have given that shirt to Ozil. But fair play, Jack Wilshere looks like he's getting back to full fitness. I'm hoping he'll get a few more games under his belt, especially in the Europa League. And there was a few moments. There was a pass he made through to, I think it was Sanchez. Yeah, I think it might be Sanchez. It was a lovely weighted pass. And you just think, that's what Jack Wilshere's all about. He is a good player. He really is. He's not of the quality he could have been because of all the injuries, but he is still a brilliant player. Giroud, I'm hoping he's got at least a couple of years left in him because he's a great squad player to have, but there's moments in the game where he just lacks that extra bit of movement that you need. He's great at holding the ball up. He's good at the little 1-2s, and he's got, you know, great capabilities in the air. His passing's good, but there are moments where you need someone like, you know, a Lacazette with that just finishing touch. You know, I was going to say Welbeck. A couple of weeks ago, I wouldn't have said that, but, you know, after his last performance, Welbeck, you know, he's in form right now. Walcott was playing at right wing. I'm not sure how long I want to talk about Walcott because I love the guy. He's a great servant to the club. He's been at Arsenal for so long. He's our longest serving player. But he's shit. He's absolutely shit. He really is. His first touch is abysmal. His passing is non-existent. The only thing that Walcott is good at is running. And Bellerin's quicker. Bellerin's better at running, and actually Bellerin got into better positions today. He scored, for Christ's sake, albeit it was from a Walcott shot which got parried. But maybe I'm being harsh here. Maybe someone agrees with me. I just think Walcott is... He's past it. He really is. He wouldn't even get into most Premier League squads with the way he's playing. I don't see how he's going to be playing a big part in our future anymore. I just don't see it. We've got so many better options. You know, with Oxlade going, I thought maybe Walcott would get a bit more time, a bit more action, but no. Please don't. I'd rather have Maitland-Niles play at right wing than Theo Walcott. Again, maybe I'm being harsh, but in general, I'm really pleased because I was worried the first half performance would, go on into the second and that I would be here berating the team, berating Wenger, but actually we did turn it around. The kids got to play. They looked pretty good. And in the end, we kick off our Europa League season with a comfortable win. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're enjoying these Operation Arsenal episodes, make sure you subscribe. And also, I want to say a massive thank you for 700,000 subscribers. I know it's taken me a long time to get there. Career mode has definitely stagnated. My channel stagnated with career mode. Hopefully with FIFA 18 around the corner and a new series just like this one is going to help my channel grow a little bit more. So thank you for that. And I will see you next time Arsenal play.